everyone. This is our ethics activity um, given to us by our instructor. And in this activity, we will be studying or evaluating the act, and the reason of framework in a given scenario. And in our given scenario, we have the heist at Harlow Street Cafe, with the setting is being at Harlow Street, an intimate local coffee shop in the heart of a bustling urban neighborhood. The cafe is a gathering spot for diverse local, including artists, business people, students, and families. The community values creativity, collaboration, and support for local small businesses. So basically, we got an urban environment with a lot of diversity of people with different backgrounds from different social classes. And moving on, we have our characters.
Character, Darren, the barista and owner of Harrow Street Cafe, a 30-year-old single father. He has invested his savings into the cafe, which serves as both his livelihood and community hub. Darren is passionate about supporting local artists and attend his events. Based in this phrase, this was apart introduced our main character introducing his role as both business owner and single mother. And the translation maintains the essence of her dedication to both business and community. And that is the explanation about this character. Okay, let's proceed.
Okay, moving on to AJ, a 28-year-old graphic designer who frequents the cafe to work on his projects. He's a well-known in the community for his kindness and often helps Darren with promotional materials for events. So, pretty self-explanatory. He's an inspiring artist with a kind character. Moving on.
Mark, a 35-year-old man from the local neighborhood who has fallen on hard times. He was once a skilled carpenter but lost his job due to a downturn in the construction industry. He struggles to provide for his family and has recently turned to petty theft out of desperation.
Danzel, a 22-year-old aspiring artist who is often sketching or painting in the cafe. He is a recent college student graduate with dreams of making it big in the art world, but is currently working part-time jobs to make ends meet.
And next is Carlo, a 45-old former 45-year-old former lawyer who has become disenchanted with the corporate life. He is now a self-proclaimed vagabond, philosophy, philosophizing about the world and often visiting the cafe for a long talks with the patrons. He has a complex view of morality and justice. Carlo ay isang former lawyer na kung saan naging kontento na siya sa buhay. Kaya ngayon ang ginagawa niya libangan na lang ay ang pagpunta sa mga coffee shop, to talk some strangers and customers.
A. The agent context, cultural, communal, and environment. The cafe serves as an microcosm of the community where people from different walks of life come together. The cultural backdrop emphasizes creativity and communal support. However, the harsh economic realities of urban life are parable. The cafe often hosts free workshops and art shows, but it is struggling to keep up with rising trends and utility costs. This environment creates tension between the local community and the increasing pressures of urban development. Ibig sabihin dito is ito yung this system captures the category as a community center and the challenges it faces. Ito yung sasabi dito yung sa community daw, pinag-face talaga yung mga challenges na pagsubok as a role yun And yung patents naman, ito yung translate sa kanila sa microcosm, ito yung maliit na small version, parang ganun. Tapos yung sa walk of life naman, yung sa iba't ibang uri ng pamumuhay, yung sa different ways of life yun. Tapos naman sa urban development, yung state as urban development, ito yung ano, ah, yung parang bubuo sila ng ano, samahan, parang ganun. Tapos naman sa translation maintains the original text din. Yung community connection, tapos economic struggle, ng cultural preservation, tapos sa urban development, tapos yung sa mga concepts din.
So next naman is the act. One fateful evening, as the cafe begins to close, Mark enters distraught and looking for a way to secure funds for his family's overdue rent. In a moment of desperation, he decides to rob the cafe. He picks a time where there are only patrons left, Darren, AJ, and Clanziel, and threatens them with a small knife, demanding money from the register. The situation escalates as the one peaceful environment turns chaotic. So dito sa act, desperate ng makakaroon ng pera si Mark para mabayaran yung rent nila. So nag-decide siya na irab yung cafe where tinimingan niya or he picks a time where kokonti na lang yung mga customers, which is si Darren H. and Clenzel, and hinold up niya using a small knife, demanding money sa register. And yung once na peaceful cafe na yun, naging chaotic siya.
Okay. For the act, Mark's actions stem from a place of desperation and the need to provide for his family, revealing a moral dilemma between right and wrong. He rationalized his decision by convincing himself that he is not doing this for personal gain, but to keep a roof over his children's head. His background and experience have led him to view this act as a necessary evil in an unjust world where opportunities for people like him are dwindling. As the robbery unfolds, AJ, drawing on his knowledge of Mark's struggles, tries to intervene rationally by appealing to Mark's sense of community and past friendships. Flanzel, witnessing the events, sketches the scene portraying the fear and tension, hoping to use his art to tell the story of struggles faced by their community. Darren, however, feels a mixture of fear and betrayal, having once seen Mark as a neighbor in need. Bale, dito po sa parte na to, si napilitang magnakaw para matustusan ng kanyang pamilya at pinapakita rin dito na merong moral na dilema na nagaganap sa pagitan ng pangangailangan at tama o mali. Samantalang si AJ, sinubukan niyang o, mapigilan sa mapayapang paraan si Mark. Habang si Cancel naman, ginagamit yung eksena na yun para sa sining na ginagawa niya. Habang si Darren nakaramdam ng takot at pagtataksil dahil si Mark na naging kapitbahay niya nakikita niya ang ganun ang ginagawa.
Yeah, and for overall conclusion, uh, the robbery culminates in a standoff where the characters must confront their own moral compasses. And Darren chooses to empathize with Mark, offering him a chance to talk instead of involving the police, and creating a pivotal moment of humanity. In a desperate act, the situation ends without violence, but it leaves lasting impressions on all involved. And the incident becomes a catalyst for open discussions within the community about poverty, desperation, and morality, and reminding them of their shared humanity. Uh, This scenario raises essential questions about the moral responsibilities of individuals in a community and the ethical complexities surrounding survival, friendship, and justice.
So, looking at it, we got we got a tense situation a need for driven by a need for survival, fueled by desperation. We got a suspect who, despite the crimes he committed, is a very sympathetic. But the question is, ang tanong ay ang mahirap na pamumuhay at desperasyon ay yun ay ba magiging magandang reason o pagiging pag-justify sa paggawa ng krimen? Kung ang kahirapan ba at desperasyon ay magiging justification para sa paggawa ng ng krimen na makasira sa pamumuhay ng ibang tao?
Kung i-ano mo sa sa batas, talagang mali 'yun. Pero siguro ang 'yun na nga, sinabing dahil sa desperation kaya nagagawa ng tao 'yun. Siguro kahit sino naman kung kunwari may pinapakain kang pamilya tapos wala ka nang mapakain. Siguro bilang lalaki, tsaka bilang tawag dito, nagpapakain sa pamilya mo, syempre ayaw mo din silang magutom, ganun. Kaya yan, nagagawa mo yung mga labag sa batas kahit na alam mong mali, pero kumbaga no choice ka na kaya gagawin mo na lang yun.
Ano ko lang dito, opinion ko, is hindi, mayroon pa naman ibang ibang ways para magkaroon ng pera. Siguro, dahil din sa society, isang factor din isang society. Siguro ilang beses siyang na-reject sa trabaho niya, ganun. Ilang beses siyang inayawan ng mga in-applyan niyang trabaho. So, in out of desperation na talagang kailangan niyang suportahan yung family niya, yun, napunta siya sa conclusion na magnakaw ako sa isang cafe. Gagawa ko ng krimen. Easy money ba, kumbaga? Di ba? So, yun.
Based sa perspective ko dyan sa wait lang. Based yan sa perspective ko, siyempre kahit sino naman, poverty yung pinag-uusapan, di ba? Kahirapan. Is makakagawa tayo ng hindi ka dapat tayo rin. Like, mag-run tayo ng isang cafe, ganun. Kasi, tama nga sinabi ni Carlo kasi may pamilya nga na binubuhay. Kaya yun, kaya nagagawa yung mga bagay na dapat hindi gawin. Pero against the law yun, kasi pwede ka makulong. Yun.
Oo, tama naman. Tama din naman sinabi ni Pundasya na there's another way naman. Many ways para kumita ka ng pera.
Na hindi mapupunta sa expense ng ibang tao. So that will conclude our report or our activity. I hope our instructor would find this satisfactory. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you.